Yeah, there's actually one good memory I have from high school, and I can explain it very quick for the sake of making this episode not too dark.
Hmm.
But one of my favorite memories of high school, it was in my junior year, which was also a bad year for me. Like that was the point when I was going downhill, but there were still some good memories from it. But
Hmm.
one of my classes was geometry, and the instructor was Jamaican, so he had a Jamaican accent, and his name was Mr. And he was a nice guy for the most part, but he was very annoying. Like if he asked you a question and if you gave an answer that was incorrect, how he worded it was no. And he did it for an extended period of time. And it was one of those things, where it was funny the first time, but over
Yeah.
time it gets annoying.
Yeah, you're just all like, can you just say no?
Yeah. And what happened was one of my assignments in my junior year in that class, I had to come up with a rap based on the topics of geometry that he taught us. I developed a sleep disorder in my junior year where my sleep cycle was thrown out of whack. And
Hmm.
so while he was presenting the concepts to us, I was usually like struggling to stay awake. And I didn't know about the rap until the day that it was supposed to happen. And
Oh.
yeah, and Mr. came up to me and was like, "Where's your rap, Doug?" And I was like, rap? And he was like, "Yeah, the one I had you work on. Where is it?" I realized that I didn't work on it, and I was like, it's in my binder right here. And I pointed to my binder. And Mr. was like, "Okay, I'll see you at the front of the class," which was, his way of saying, "I don't believe you, but okay,
Yeah.
I'll just go with it. Yeah, and what happened was I tried cheating when he left by coming up with it at the last second. And he's noticed, and so he called me and my partners up to present ours first, because he knew what I was
Yeah.
trying to do. And at that point, I was like, I'm going to have to make this up on the spot.
Yep. Time to freestyle.
Yep, I came to the front of the classroom and I had my partners do a fake beat with sounds like da 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 da, with fake
Yeah.
sounds. And I made up the rap entirely on the spot for a record time of 7 minutes. And it was
Oh
actually
yeah.
entertaining. The class was cheering me on and waving their hands around. And in the
That's
middle,
awesome.
yeah, and in the middle of my performance, I did a fake drum solo. And
Oh shoot.
yep, and while I was doing the fake drum solo, I looked over to Mr. and he was looking at me like, so he knew what I was really doing. He knew I was making it up. And
Hey, it worked.
it worked. And by the time it was over, the class stood up and they gave me a standing ovation. Like they all got
Heck
on their
yeah.
feet and cheered and applauded. And I realized how successful it was. And so I looked over to Mr. and I gave him a smug grin, like, you
Yeah.
know, and Mr. sort of like, he kind of gave me a sarcastic smile and was like, "Sure, whatever, Doug," because he knew what I did.
Yeah. You brought the house down. That's what you did. You did great. He wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. And he was saying it with a voice as if to say, "Come on, I know you didn't plan for this, but okay." you know? And that evening, when I saw my grades afterwards, I looked at my grades and I got a B for the rap, and I got a 0 for not studying. So he knew
Oh,
what I did,
what?
you know?
Yeah.
So he knew I made it up. And it probably would have been an A if I think he gave me
Yep.
the B to kind of tell me, I know you didn't plan for this, but I have to give you something.
And you did a good job.
Yeah. So he was nice enough to give me a B. And when I exited the classroom at the end of the day, he kind of told me, "Nice way to turn your grade around, Doug." That's what he told me.
Oh, yeah.
But that was one of my fondest memories of a rough period, and
That is awesome. You went in there and you took it by the bull by the horns.
yep, and it's amazing when you can create the assignment on the spot and save
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that's how I had to do a lot of my homework. Whenever they ask for my homework, I'm all like, "Oh yeah, I have it," and then I'd have to hurry up and scribble it down right before they come and take it. So I'd get like half of it done, and then they're all like, "You didn't finish your assignment." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I didn't do it until now."